Hello and welcome to my channel, Boo Snakes and More. For more videos like this, also watch my other house channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff, my youngest son's channel, Henny's Toys and Games, or my oldest son's channel, Little Chris 10. Today we're going to be talking about Mississippi, so please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Now let's dive in. 6 former Mississippi law enforcement officers who pled guilty to a long list of state and federal charges for torturing 2 black men will be sentenced this week. One of the former law enforcement officers, Hunter Elward, was sentenced to 241 months, about 20 years in federal prison Tuesday morning. Jeffrey Middleton was sentenced to 17.5 years in federal prison Tuesday afternoon. Before sentencing, Lee called Elward's crimes egregious and despicable, and said a sentence at the top of the guidelines range is justified. Is more than justified, he continued. It's what the defendant deserves. It's what the community and the defendant's victims deserve. On Monday, the victims of the so-called Goon Squad, Michael Corey Jenkins, and Eddie Terrell Parker, and their attorneys called for a federal judge to impose the strictest possible penalties at their sentencings this week. Jenkins and Parker were subjected to numerous acts of racially motivated, violent torture in January 2023. In a January 2023 episode, a group of 6 officers burst into a home without a warrant and assaulted Jenkins and Parker with stun guns, a sex toy, and other objects. Prosecutors said in court, reading a lengthy description of the abuse. After a mock execution went awry when Jenkins was shot in the mouth, they devised a cover-up that included planting drugs and a gun. False charges stood against Jenkins and Parker for months. The conspiracy unraveled after one officer told the sheriff he had lied, leading to confessions from the others. Former Rankin County Sheriff's deputies McAlpine, Elward, Deedmon, Middleton, and Oberduke, and former Richland City police officer Hartfield, who was off duty during the assault, pleaded guilty to numerous federal and state charges, including assault, conspiracy, and obstruction of justice. They agreed to prosecutor-recommended sentences ranging from 5 to 30 years, although the judge isn't bound by that agreement. Time served for separate convictions at the state level will run concurrently with the potentially longer federal sentences. The charges filed an investigation by the Associated Press that linked some of the deputies to at least 4 violent encounters with black men since 2019 that left 2 dead and another with lasting injuries. Prosecutors say some of the officers called themselves the Goon Squad because of their willingness to use excessive force and cover up attacks. The former officers agreed to prosecutor-recommended sentences ranging from 5 to 30 years, although the judge isn't bound by that agreement. Time served for separate convictions at the state level will run concurrently with the potentially longer federal sentences. Rankin County Sheriff Brian Bailey called the crimes by his deputies the worst case of police brutality he had ever seen. For months, Bailey said little about the episode. After the officers pleaded guilty in August, Bailey said the officers had gone rogue and promised to change the department. Jenkins and Parker have called for his resignation, and they have filed a $400 million civil lawsuit against the department. Thank you for watching this video, and peace out to the next one.